Welcome to our ultimate survival guide. In this video, we'll explore essential skills and techniques that will help you not only survive, but thrive in the wilderness. Whether you're a seasoned adventurer or just starting, these tips will prepare you for any situation you might encounter outdoors. Let's dive in and ensure you're ready for whatever nature throws your way. First and foremost, preparation is key to successful survival. Before heading into the wild, it's crucial to gather the right gear. A good backpack is your best friend. It should be sturdy and capable of holding all your essential items. Make sure to include a water purification system, fire starting tools, a multi-tool, and a comprehensive first aid kit. Water is life, so understanding how to find and purify it is paramount. Additionally, pack non-perishable food items that can sustain you during your journey, such as energy bars, dried fruits, and nuts. Navigation is another vital aspect of wilderness survival. Always carry a reliable map and compass, and consider having a GPS device as a backup. Knowing how to read these tools is just as important as having them. Before you venture out, familiarize yourself with the area you plan to explore. This preparation not only helps in navigating, but also gives you a sense of the potential challenges you might face when it comes to clothing. Dress in layers. The weather can change rapidly in the wild, and layers allow you to adjust your clothing according to temperature. Wear moisture-wicking base layers, insulating mid-layers, and waterproof outer layers. Sturdy footwear is also essential. Boots should provide support and traction, especially if you encounter rugged terrain. Lastly, always inform someone of your plans. Share your itinerary and expected return time. This step is crucial for safety, as it ensures that someone will know to look for you if things go wrong. Once you're prepared, the next step is finding water. Water is essential for survival, and knowing how to locate and purify it can make all the difference. Natural water sources like streams, rivers, and lakes are your best bets. Look for signs of water in nature, such as lush vegetation, animal tracks, or low-lying areas. If you're in a dry area, you can also collect rainwater using a tarp or a poncho. It's important to know how to purify water before drinking it. Boiling is the most effective method. Bring the water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute. If you can't boil water, using chemical treatments like iodine tablets or water purification filters is a good alternative. Another effective method for purifying water is through a solar still. To create one, dig a shallow hole and place a container in the center. Surround the container with vegetation and cover the hole with a clear plastic sheet, securing the edges with rocks. As the sun heats the ground, moisture will evaporate and condense on the underside of the plastic, dripping into your container. Once you have secured a reliable water source, the next priority is building shelter. A shelter protects you from the elements and provides a safe space to rest. The type of shelter you build depends on the materials available and the environment. Some common types include debris huts, lean-tos, and A-frame structures. When choosing a location for your shelter, consider factors like elevation, wind direction, and proximity to water sources. Avoid areas prone to flooding or falling branches. Gather materials like branches, leaves, and grasses to construct your shelter. A debris hut, for example, can be built by creating a frame with branches and then covering it with leaves and debris for insulation. 2. Build a basic lean-to. Find 2 sturdy trees and create a horizontal beam between them. Lean branches against the beam at an angle to create a roof. Cover the roof with leaves and debris to provide insulation. Ensure your shelter is large enough to accommodate you comfortably, while still being small enough to retain heat. Now that you have your water and shelter sorted, it's time to focus on fire. Fire is one of the most important elements in survival, providing warmth, a means to cook food, and a way to signal for help. To start a fire, you'll need 3 materials: tinder, kindling, and fuel. Tinder consists of dry materials that ignite easily, such as dry leaves, grass, or bark. Kindling is slightly larger, such as small twigs, while fuel consists of larger logs. There are several methods for starting a fire. The most traditional is the friction method, such as the bow drill technique. This involves using a bow to create friction between a spindle and a fireboard, generating heat that produces an ember. While this method takes practice, it can be incredibly rewarding. If you have matches or a lighter, use them to ignite your tinder. Create a small teepee structure with your kindling around the tinder and light it. As the kindling catches fire, gradually add larger pieces of wood. Be sure to manage your fire properly by keeping it contained and ensuring it doesn't spread. Maintaining the fire is equally important. Keep a supply of dry wood nearby and add logs as needed to keep the flames alive. Fire safety should always be a priority. Never leave a fire unattended, and fully extinguish it when you're finished. Once you've secured water, shelter, and fire, it's time to think about food. Foraging can supplement your food supply and is a valuable skill in the wild. Start by learning about edible plants in your region. Common safe options include dandelion greens, clover, and wild berries. However, always be cautious. Many plants can be toxic. When foraging, follow the rule of 3s. If you're not 100% certain about a plant's edibility, don't eat it. Insects are another excellent source of protein. Crickets, grasshoppers, and mealworms are all edible and highly nutritious. They can be eaten raw or cooked over a fire. Small game like rabbits or squirrels can also provide sustenance. If you have a basic understanding of trapping or hunting, this could be a viable food source. Fishing is another skill to consider. If you're near a body of water, basic fishing techniques involve using a fishing line, hooks, and bait. You can make simple hooks from natural materials, or use improvised traps to catch fish. Understanding local fish species and their feeding habits can significantly increase your chances of a successful catch. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you need to signal for help, it's essential to know how to do it effectively. Visual signals are one of the most effective ways to attract attention. Create large symbols on the ground using rocks or logs, spelling out SOS or another message. If you have reflective materials, use them to catch sunlight and create a visual signal. Smoke is another powerful signaling tool. If you have a fire going, adding green leaves or wet grass can produce thick smoke that is highly visible. Additionally, carrying a whistle or making loud noises can help alert rescuers to your location. Always remember to be aware of your surroundings and consider the best methods based on your environment. In conclusion, survival in the wilderness requires preparation, knowledge, and the ability to adapt. By mastering skills like finding water, building shelter, starting fires, foraging for food, and signaling for help, you significantly increase your chances of not just surviving but thriving in the wild. Always respect nature, practice your skills regularly, and never underestimate the importance of preparation. Thank you for joining us today on this journey through wilderness survival. Remember, the more you know and practice, the better prepared you will be. Stay safe out there, and until next time, keep exploring the great outdoors.